great iconic moments. So your first fight was 22 years ago. Did you ever imagine, or could you ever fathom how much the sport has grown since your very first fight?
No, I remember when the UFC champions were driving around and like what kind of cars they were driving, and like I was just happy to, I'm like, hold on a second. So when I was 16, Milicic brought a whole bunch of five fighters into our wrestling room to wrestle with us, and I was like, and I was a fighter. I mean, I did martial arts growing up, and I was wrestling, and I'm like, hold on a second, what do you guys do? I'm like, oh shit, this is what I'm gonna do with my life. So like, but I didn't know. It was just like I didn't go into it for money necessarily. I went into it because I loved competing and I loved fighting and I loved sharpening my skills. And where the sport's come since then is ridiculous. I mean, when I first signed with the UFC, I went into their offices and there was a security guard outside and probably 4 people in the whole building, workers. I mean, there was Dana, there was Donna, there was freaking Joe Silva and a lawyer. I mean, that was it. So I mean, this sport is huge, the UFC is huge, and it's nice to be a part of it and see the growth and be able to last and be a part of it.
And your first UFC fight was at UFC 37, and now we're at UFC 290. And I can name about a million favorite Robbie Lawler moments, but is there one moment in particular that you could say, yeah, that's my favorite career moment?
Not really, because I don't really like rank myself and do those types of things. I mean, big fight for me though, I think, in my career with the UFC was probably my first Hendricks fight. Because I didn't get it done. Plain and simple, I didn't get it done, and I thought I should have, and he outcompeted me and got the job done. So after that, I was on a mission, and I think that was a big fight for me.
Thank you very much for the memories.
Thank you.
Robbie, I know you said you don't like to look back, too much. It's always good about looking forward, but tomorrow night you're having a fight inducted into the UFC Hall of Fame as well. Are you planning on attending the ceremony, or is that too difficult with the weight cut?
No, I'm not sure what's gonna happen, but I've been doing this so long, my weight's good, so I'm good.
You're a very even keel guy, I know, but is any of this stuff like stirring up emotions, like tomorrow night when you're gonna be inducted, the final walkout, like are you kind of processing it in that way, or not really?
I think it could, and it has come up, but I try not to because it's a lot. I mean, I've been freaking doing this a long time.
And we talked before the last fight when it was going to break this like main card streak you had been on to go to the prelims, and then you got ultimately bumped up again, but it seems like it might work out that way. What does it kind of say that you spent 20 years not being on a prelim fight until now, and obviously it's the featured one. It's still on ABC and ESPN and all these massive platforms, so a lot of people will see it.
I think it just shows that I go out there and fight and I put on a show. I've been doing this for a long time, and I wouldn't necessarily think that it's that cool because you know how I am. I'm like, whatever, like, let's just go out there and fight. I'm put on a show. If there's one person in there, there's one person watching, whatever.